step into the new when you drive a Chevy. It's time for a fresh approach and a new perspective. And find the Chevy that's right for you. Find new experiences, find new roads. Chevrolet.
Hey, welcome back to High School Game Day here, presented by Central Bank of the Ozarks. Laborers Local 663, who reminds us to drive safely in work zones. Everyone wants to go home safely. The Bank of Billings, established 1889, the oldest bank in Christian County. Shelter Insurance Agents, Grant Baker in Aurora, Sean Holman in Lockwood. Great Southern Bank, Chevy Dealers of the Ozarks, empowered by KICK 92.3, home of the Royals. Certainly glad that you have tuned in today. And as always, the Missouri State Highway Patrol reminds us to take that 3 seconds and buckle up. It's 3 seconds that could save your life. Well, here on High School Game Day today, it is our Chevy Dealers of the Ozarks Athletes of the Week segment. And we're going to Ash Grove High School, home of the Pirates, and track and field. And we bring in head coach Jared Langley and Juliana Torbett and Tristan Bowers. Coach Langley, first off, hey, thanks for helping set this up today.
No problem. We're glad to be here.
Coach, just talk a little bit about track and field in general. I know probably the next thing you've got is districts. I think your regular season is probably done. Talk about the season up to this point.
So far the season's been good, and yeah, with our last track meet as of right now is districts on Saturday. We've had a pretty good season compared, to a lot of seasons with wind and rain and cold. I think we've only missed one track meet, so that's a plus. This week's been real rough trying to get practices in because it's rained so much, but we've adapted and worked on it. So season's been good. Had a lot of good scores, a lot of good times, runs, jumps. So we've had a good season so far.
Kind of give us an idea, the viewers here, about how many participants that you have on the girls and boys team. How many folks are out?
This year is actually our biggest year since I've been here at Ash Grove. I think I've been 8 years. I can't remember. But we've got 18 girls and 20 boys. So we've got 38 total. So that's the biggest number of kids we've had so far since I've been here, and a lot of young ones. So we should be all right for the future, hopefully.
Tell us where's districts being held?
This year we're going to Sircoxie, which is the same place we did our conference at. So we should be pretty familiar with the facility.
Outstanding. Now, just before we talk a little bit about our Chevy Dealers of the Ozarks Athletes of the Week here, tell us a little bit about your background. How long have you're not really sure how long you've been at Ash Grove, but where'd you come from? Where'd you go to high school and college?
I went to high school at Ash Grove, played football, basketball, and track here, graduated in 2003, went to MSU, got my degree there. And I'm pretty sure it's my 12th year of teaching, I believe. So that's kind of here coaching football, basketball, and track again. So that's what I spend most of my time doing.
Outstanding. Coach, you've got a couple of student athletes there alongside. We'll start with Miss Torbett there, and tell us a little bit about her, and then we'll talk about her newest record.
So Juliana's she's a senior. She's ran for us for 4 years now. She's gone to state every year that she's ran. She's real close to breaking several records. Been trying to since she was a freshman, but she finally broke the long jump record this past week at our conference meet. So she's pretty excited about that. Been a goal she wanted since she was a freshman. So she's excited to finally do that.
Well, Juliana, first off, on behalf of Chevy Dealers of the Ozarks, congratulations for being named a Chevy Dealers of the Ozarks Athlete of the Week. And tell us a little bit about the event where you broke the school record, and what was the day like, and what do you remember about it?
Well, it was at Sircoxie during the conference meet, and all I really remember is just pretty much the same routine as always. I just get there and mark my steps and then wait for them to call me and go down and jump.
What other events are you having to work that in around?
I do high jump and the open 200 and the 4x2.
Okay. What do you do to kind of get prepared? Let's say you're running districts on Saturday. What are you doing Friday and Saturday to kind of get mentally and physically prepared?
to get mentally prepared, I try to not think about it so that I'm not too nervous. But physically, I think pretty much the only thing I try to focus on just drinking a lot of water because that's like the only thing that I can tell like really physically helps me. So just drinking a lot of water and then not thinking about it.
So take us through. You get called to go over and do the long jump, and kind of take us through in which jump did you break the record?
It was my third and my last jump. So I just kind of had an average jump the first one, and then my second one was pretty close. And Langley was actually the one that was having to work it and like measure. So he kind of told me, "Don't break it on this next jump because that's going to look kind of suspicious if you do." But then I ended up jumping and breaking it. So he was still proud of me.
Tell us a little bit about. Did you feel it that day? A lot of folks in other sports they have good days, they have good warm ups. Maybe basketball, they're hitting every shot in warm up. Baseball pitchers are hitting their spots. What is it like when you kind of know that you're going to be on that day?
I think I guess like just running and warming up, I kind of feel just like looser. Like there's days where you just kind of feel like more sore or like your muscles are just kind of tight. I was feeling like pretty good. Like when I was running, it kind of was coming a little bit easier. So I could get up to like my full speed to make the jump. So I think that probably is how I was feeling like better that day with that.
When you hit the board and you took off, did you feel like you had a chance?
Yeah, I think I've been jumping pretty consistently around that mark. So it was really just about like reaching for those next couple centimeters or whatever I was needing. And my steps had actually been completely off that day for like the first time in all of track season. And so we really in that meet, we were trying to get them down right. And I was like 4 steps off from my original mark. And Langley, on my last jump, Langley told me to just scoot up just like about that much, and that's what did it.
Very good, very good. So, of the other events you run, do you have a favorite event?
I would say probably long jump would be my favorite. Long jump and high jump, the jumps probably are preferred over the running.
So, what events you've got districts coming up at Sarcoxy? What events will you be running, and what are some of your goals there?
My main goals are just to survive and advance, but I'm going to be doing high jump, long jump, 200, and the 4x2. So all my normal events, and really just to make it past and go to sectionals in all 4 would be my main goal right now.
All right. Now you got to tell us the number. How far did you jump?
5.26 meters.
Very good. Very good. Once again, Juliana, and we're visiting with Juliana Torbett here on our Chevy Leaders of the Ozarks Athlete of the Week segment. Again, congratulations.
Thank you.
You bet. And, hey, tremendous luck as you head into this week at Sarcoxy and Districts.
Thank you.
You bet. And now Tristan Bowers is alongside. Coach, tell us a little bit about Tristan.
Well, Tristan, he's a 3-sport guy, for all 4 years. He actually blew out his knee in the summer, before football season. Ended up playing football, went the whole season with it. Got it taken care of, came back. He's only thrown in like 2 or 3 meets this year. So for him to be able to throw was kind of our goal, get him healthy, get him, rehab for that. But he only started throwing the javelin last year. So he'd been a runner since then, said, hey, I'll give it a chance. And so he started throwing that and then, worked hard to get back to where he could throw it this year and ended up going out and first meet he could throw, he ended up breaking the school record. So pretty proud of him for being able to accomplish that.
Well, Tristan, you as well, on behalf of Chevy Leaders of the Ozarks, congratulations being named a Athlete of the Week. And take us through just the thought process of just saying, hey, yeah, I think I'll try and throw the javelin. Was that something more of, I want to be involved some way? This is probably going to be the best way with my injury that I'm going to be able to be, or my recovery. Take us through that process.
Well, I was doing it last year. I really like it. I saw like my friend that was a senior. I saw him doing it. He wasn't very good at it. So I was like, I think I could throw it farther than he can. And then this year I really enjoyed it, so I wanted to do it again. So I worked to do it again.
How do you train for something like that? I went to high school with a gentleman he was a 5 gold medal athlete in high school, and he went to an AAU meet and they had the javelin throw, which was not available in high school at that time. First time he ever saw it, he picked it up and broke the junior Olympic world record. So he ended up going to the '96 Olympics. But how do you get prepared? How do you what are some of the drills? I mean, are you just? I see over here at SBU, I see him just standing there throwing the javelin. I mean, you just spend most of your day just throwing it.
Yeah, well, we have drills. Coach Dean, he shows us what to do. He watches YouTube. He does all his research, and we always go through band stretches before and make sure we're loose and ready to throw, and then we just give her a toss.
Now, when you broke the record, number one, do you know who held it before?
You did.
Yeah. Well, I had it before. I broke it last year too. And
Okay.
then before that was Dalton Essick. He's the guy I knew I could outthrow.
All right. So you broke it again this year. When you let it go, did you think you had a chance?
Yeah, I felt pretty good. It was right at the beginning, first throw of the whole meet. Yeah, he was like, "Okay, who wants to start?" And I said, "Yeah, I got this." So I went up there, and it was first throw. It felt really good. I could see it. It had the height, looked good.
Very good. So now you both are going into districts at Sarcoxy. Do you kind of feel like you know where you should place? I mean, do you feel like you got a shot to get out of districts?
Yeah, I think I have a pretty good chance if I throw my best.
Yeah. Now, do you do any other events, Tristan?
No, I'm just doing javelin this year.
Okay. How's the rehab coming on your knee?
Well, I'm done with it now, but now I'm just jogging and stuff, make it better.
Yeah, very good. Very good. Well, again, both of you, congratulations on behalf of Chevy Leaders of the Ozarks and Coach Jared Langley. Again, I appreciate you getting this set up, and you guys have districts on Saturday, and hopefully we'll get some sunshine and no rain.
It'd be nice.
Yeah, I'm sitting here looking out my studio window right now, and it had poured all night, and it just finally stopped. But
It's out here right now, so hopefully it'll stay.
Yeah, it's northeast of I'm northeast of you.
Yeah.
But so I don't get it till after you get it. So anyway, well, ladies, gentlemen, I really appreciate you guys being part of the Missouri Sports Network here on High School Game Day on Chevy Leaders of the Ozarks.
Well, we appreciate you having us on today.
Thank you.
You bet. You're watching the Missouri Sports Network, MissouriSportsNetwork.com, where everyone has a home field advantage. Keep it right here.